Howdy, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the 7-Day Boogie. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're joining us for the first time, hello and welcome. Either way, thanks for stopping by. We are back for another week of snowy, indoor, playing video games and watching movie type action. It's getting mind-numbing, the amount of snow and cold. I'm breaking down. I'm considering becoming like a year-round shorts guy in protest of the cold. Because that's really what that is it's like a daily... If you've ever known someone that wears shorts year-round... It is a twisted path to take, and I'm considering it because I've got jorts and long socks, so there's like 8 inches of calf that is just being weathered. I think I could handle that. I'm asking for what your advice is, really, the Boogie Nation. Should I become a year-round shorts guy? Should I just wear layer upon layer upon my torso, but underneath that have some like knee-length skateboard shorts on? Maybe I'll try it out. I'll give it a couple days. Maybe this week I'll wear like some jorts out and about and then report back. That's about as far into investigative journalism as I think I could handle, is like trying different kinds of pretzels at a fair, or like wearing shorts when it's cold outside and saying whether or not I get cold. That's about as deep into investigative journalism as I think. That's not my lane, you know what I mean? I did eat one hot dog every hour for like 6 hours at a hot dog festival in Chicago when I worked for a radio station back in the day. Shout out to all my WSHE homies back in Chicago. But yeah, I ate like 7 hot dogs working promo for the radio station, like all day at this hot dog. So that was pretty investigative. Most of the journalism happened after the festival, but I did the investigating at the festival itself, which was pretty fun. But that's my realm, is just to eat just a little bit more than someone should at any given event. You know what I mean? Or to just like wear shorts when it's cold. But that's the twisted web we weave, right? Because by the end of summertime, want to wear pants. What is that? What is that phenomenon? Is that just like Ohio syndrome? Is that like during the summer, I crave chilly weather, and then during the winter, I form a outfit-based rebellion and wear summertime clothes? To be determined. To be determined. We've got a great movie this week. Just again to jump right into the action. I'm trying a different chair. This is subject to change. I think maybe the blue chair, if I ever have guests, we'll save the bigger chair for then. And right now I've just got a generally one-person chair that I'm trying out. Jumping straight into the movie of the week, I watched a Christian Bale hidden gem that I am not like shocked that I missed, but goodness am I happy that I caught it now. The movie of the week is Equilibrium. Give you time now to go watch it. I hope you enjoyed Equilibrium. Equilibrium is a Christian Bale movie that I think was generated from the lobby Matrix fight scene where Neo has like 9 just like the magazines and like just has the coolest fight ever. I think after they edited that, a tiny floppy disk was ejected from the computer that they didn't plan on, and that had this movie on it. That like the computer became sentient and just was like, I have this information now. Let me make a movie of my own with Christian Bale. So the premise of Equilibrium is that emotions are illegal. Because sadness, anger, hatred, those things cause war, right? Like humans can't be trusted to feel emotions because terrible things happen. So all emotions are forbidden. And thus, art and music and wallpaper are illegal. Everyone just wears khakis and takes like a drug a couple times a day to reduce their ability to feel emotion. Christian Bale is something in the movie called a cleric. He works for like the SWAT team for emotions. So if you lust near their sensors, they're going to come kick your door down and shoot you 1,000 times. That's the death penalty for feeling emotions. There are some things that don't line up because really Christian Bale is just like pissed the entire time. And I think being pissed is an emotion. The intro scene, they really let you know what's up. The intro scene of the movie is strong because Sean Bean is Christian Bale's like partner guy, and they are on a raid, an emotional raid, and they are going to eradicate the emotional content, or what are they called? What is the crime called? It's called like a feeling offender, sense offender, which is like pretty close already to something else. But so they go searching for these sense offenders, and this scene is just, they're in cool suits. Christian Bale like goes clear for a second and then is like, when we get in there, shoot the lights, sprints, action dive, like they shoot the door hinges, so as soon as he jumps he can like shield surf across the ground, and then they shoot the lights and nothing happens for a couple seconds, and you hear the people inside and they're like, where is everybody, what's going on? And then you just get these flashes of Christian Bale doing what you come to find out is called the gun kata. More information on that later, but Christian Bale just dual pistols is like bang, 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 does all these crazy arm maneuvers standing in one place. Spoiler for later, a lot of standing in one place and fighting in this movie, but just does this like bow, 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 crazy arm combination and shoots everybody in the room. Everyone in there that was feeling feelings is now feeling dead because he shot them all. So Christian Bale, they like get rid of everything, and this is the best part. This is really the best part of the intro that really brings everything home. You find out that there's like a stash of art So like a team comes in and they're scanning everything, and then it like culminates in Christian Bale walking into a room and they've cracked open the floor and they have all this priceless art in there. And this woman scans the Mona Lisa. And she scans the Mona Lisa and she goes, "It's real." So it's the actual Mona Lisa, and then it cuts to Christian Bale and it just zooms in on his face and he goes, "Burn it." So Christian Bale just starts off, he hates emotions. He hates art. He hates anything like that. It's bad. Burn it. Burn the Mona Lisa. So that they do. They set all of that art on fire, but he finds out that Sean Bean kept a copy of like Little Women in his coat and was like, I think it's actually a poetry book, but he finds that Sean Bean has kept something, and Sean Bean's like, "I will dispose of it myself. Sometimes they don't always burn these things the right way. So I'm going to take it for incineration personally." And then obviously it turns out that Sean Bean has like there's like a walled in boring city, and then they go out into the real world to destroy art. And then they come back to the city and they burn everything, and that's just their like quote unquote boring utopia that is no crime, no war, but like no fun either. No one's having a good time. He like Christian Bale has this like baby Sheldon ass kid that's like, "Did you take your emotional suppressant this morning, father?" But come to find out, Sean Bean is leaving the city every night to go feel emotions and read books. Christian Bale vehemently against that, and like chases down Sean Bean, shoots Sean Bean, but Sean Bean is like, I love emotions, I love love, which don't we all? That kind of quakes Christian Bale a little bit. They do another art heist, they do emotional reconnaissance, and they find a woman's apartment full of cool stuff. So then Christian Bale has like immediately is starting to feel these things, and it has this moment in the room where I think he like trips and a record starts playing, and there's wallpaper everywhere and like leather and pictures and fun and like one of those metal magnetic things where the ball, like the wheel goes to either side, and he's like, "Oh." He's like playing with a Tamagotchi for the first time, and then Beethoven starts playing. And he fucking cries. Christian Bale like feels feelings for the first time and just really has this like emotional awakening, but he can't show anybody because he has this new partner that's like handsome and hates emotion too. Like looks up to Christian, because Christian Bale is like the most emotionless guy ever. Like his own wife was a sense offender, and Christian Bale, you know, didn't protect her basically, and she got, I think, set on fire for feeling emotions. So but now he's heard Bach. He played with a Tamagotchi. He has started to feel these emotions, and he's not ready. Right? Like he's really torn. He's really conflicted because there's this guy, I think, father, that is like the big dictator that hates emotion the most out of anybody. And, you know, Christian Bale, again, is like father's goodest boy. So he can't feel emotion. He can't be listening to Bach playing with a yo-yo. So that's a big problem. But essentially the rest of the movie is him, like he feels emotion so strongly, he joins forces, starts to fight against the oppressive, boring, concrete-brained overlords, and the rest of the movie is so rad. I'm not going to spoil what else happens, but that's like the intro. If you didn't do it during the pause, if you didn't watch the movie during the pause. Two things I want to bring up that are related in this movie. One, the gun kata that I mentioned earlier is this form of martial arts that everyone does in concrete Boringville. that is a sequence of dual pistol motions that you do with your arms that is both incredibly precise and so evasive and intelligent that if performed correctly, you not only will be like 1000% more accurate in shooting your foes, they will not be able to shoot you in return. What that translates to in the movie is several scenes where Christian Bale is standing in the middle of like 6 guys and just beats the shit out of everyone at arm's length, and they don't move. They pretend it is like previously like dueling rules where you would just kind of stand in front of someone and shoot at each other, in the same way that was like about like pride and honor and like the rules of engagement, right? The rules of engagement in this world are stand at arm's length so that Christian Bale can either shoot you in the face or hit you with the butt of several pistols that have somehow like tiny little spikes on them now that just like shoot out just in that one scene where he needs them to. But it is awesome to watch because it really is just like Christian Bale beating ass at arm's length the entire movie. And it's so good. The end, okay, small spoiler alert. The ending fight needs to be studied because it is 2 legends of the gun kata going at it, and they each only have 1 pistol, but they are fighting and trying to just shoot each other in the face the entire time, but they're doing like the Dragon Ball Z like 100 punches, but everything's getting blocked, just like cloud of arms. But they're just like punching each other and bang, 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 punch, 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 bang, bang, bang. But like it takes forever for either of them to do damage. Man, this movie rocks so hard. It is like gun fu to its finest. Techno, like I want to see like a Blade Equilibrium crossover where like Christian Bale finds out that there are vampires and then he's just going into clubs with Blade, and Blade is like chopping them up and doing like flippy kicks like cool ass Wesley Snipes stuff, but Christian Bale is just like in the DJ booth pistol whipping 9 vampires at the same time. Oh, what boy, I mean a boy can dream, right? About the Equilibrium Blade collab. But go watch Equilibrium. It's a great watch. It is an action-packed popcorn action movie. We'll say that. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Bonus strange movie of the week. I wore green pants. Are my legs even visible? Bonus strange movie of the week is Spaceman. Now, I explained this movie to 2 of my buddies while we were gaming the other night, and they thought I was making it up because this movie is Adam Sandler alone on a spaceship hanging out. I mean, he thinks he's alone. He's alone for most of the time, but then he's hanging out with Paul Dano as a spider. Adam Sandler is like lonely. That's his character. He is lonely professionally in space. And then Paul Dano is this like galactic traveling spider that tells Adam Sandler like, you were so lonely that I was drawn to you. Because I've never seen someone so lonely as this man. Essentially, Adam Sandler's mission is to like go touch this pink stuff in the sky, and he has to be alone doing that for some reason. But he's like FaceTime, he's like Skyping Earth. His wife leaves him, and that is sad. So he's lonely up in space. And Paul Dano playing himself as a sad spider just is like, why are you sad? And then just makes Adam Sandler have like emotional flashbacks in space for like most of the movie. It is a real movie. It is a strange movie. I don't know if it's a good movie. I'd say it's worth watching just for the strange premise alone. Again, like strong elevator pitch, right? We love a movie that has a strong elevator pitch. And Spaceman is like Adam Sandler alone in space talking to Spider Paul Dano. You can get 90 minutes out of that, right? Find out if they did. Spaceman. Check it out. Special bonus movie. Watch Equilibrium first. Equilibrium is a better movie. Spaceman is a weirder movie. But could be a strange, fun double feature for this cold weather that we're having. That I'm having. That maybe you're having with me if you're nearby. If you're far away and it's hot, ride a bike for me. Listen to this outside. That is the movie recommendation of the week. We are kicking it over to the Frog Bard for a movie segment related video game segment because previous movie segments have been video game related. You know what I'm saying? Take it away, Frog Bard. Boy, let me tell you. Finding the most Dark Souls movie has been extremely fun. And while I feel like I'm making good progress there, something has been sticking in my mind. As I've said before, most of my information and knowledge outside of watching lore videos on Dark Souls on YouTube, a lot of my information from the Dark Souls series comes from me playing Dark Souls 3. I've dabbled in the original game a time or two before, but I always pretty quickly hit a wall and for one reason or another couldn't quite get to the end. But who am I to judge the most Dark Souls movie if I have not beaten the original Dark Souls game? I mean, come on. So I created a warrior named For Real This Time, and he is crushing through the Dark Souls 1 campaign. I'm serious about making my way, burning a path through all of the From Software titles. For Real This Time is a savage warrior, making his way, progressing from boss to boss, learning the ins and outs of Dark Souls 1. Mainly, I have 2 previous playthroughs that I've given up on. In one of those playthroughs, I went the Deep Root Basin route and defeated the butterfly. In the other playthrough, I think I just ran and got the Claymore and then just really tried to beat the Capra Demon as much as possible. Both of those playthroughs were given up upon. But now in this playthrough, Capra Demon, gone. Butterfly, gone. Even still, I progressed deeper, and in my most recent session, I defeated the Hydra. For Real This Time is a serious champion, and he is going to make it all the way through the Dark Souls 1 campaign with me as his guide, and some of my friends as my guide, because I don't know where I'm going in this one. Will I link the flame? Can I even beat this game? Stay tuned to find out as I venture into the Did Not Finish archives, starting with Dark Souls 1. Thank you so much to the Frog Bard. Wow. What a journey that sounds like, and I bet it's fun and not frustrating. I have a mission for myself, a new mission. Solomon Kane, I think, is the most Dark Souls movie, in my opinion, that I've seen, front to back. All things considered, I'm saying for me that's the number one Souls movie. So new movie mission, and it's related. You can join me to a series of movies that I loved growing up that I think I've only seen 3 of, and I found out the other day that there are like 7 of. Have you ever heard of a small movie from the 80s, maybe early 90s, called Tremors? I hope you have, because it's one of the best movies ever made. It's an early Kevin Bacon venture, but he's not really even the most important part. An ensemble cast. Tremors is an incredible movie. And I confidently can say that I've seen it when it spawned multiple different sequels, trequels, frequels, right? And I can confidently say I've seen the first 2 multiple times. I think I've seen the third one like one time because I think it's an original Sci-Fi Channel joint. I'm not joking. I think there are 7. Editor Jordan put up the number of Tremors movies there are. I am going to watch all of the Tremors movies and then rank them best to worst. That is my new movie mission. It's not going to be in 1 week. I might watch 1 Tremors movie per week and do kind of like an active ranking, right? The first movie's so good. Talk about a series that I think could have just been 1 movie. Call back to Alien. Like if Alien was the only Alien movie, perfect movie. Done. If Tremors was the only Tremors movie, I think it would be held in much higher regard than, what it I think ended up being, which is something beyond even I think I could imagine, because again, I've only seen the first couple and there are 14 Tremors movies. So join me if you wish. Who knows how many of them are available and where, but we're going to find out. Watch the first Tremors movie and then we're going to talk about it. Right? I'm giving y'all some 7-day homework. Watch the first Tremors movie. I'll watch another bonus movie to suggest, obviously. But that's it. That's what's up this week. The Tremors movie guide series is underway. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I hope you had as much fun on this episode as I did making it. Love talking movies, love talking games, love talking to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. I love you. Mwah. Like and share and subscribe.